Hey guys, welcome back to Sabers Forever. I'm John, and today we're going to be going over the Custom Saber Shop F16. This thing is loud. I mean, I don't even know where the venting is. I mean, I know it's here, but it's loud. It's a good build. There's plenty of room for customization, and it's good. It feels good in the hand, you know? So, that being said, why don't we just jump right in? I'll show you what's going on. Alright, so this is the Custom Saber Shop.com flagship hilt, the F16. And this thing is honestly one of the more jarring lightsabers I've seen in a long time. It is, there's a lot going on. You know, it's got this full body shroud, this big pommel, and then this is the emitter. Like, I didn't even know which side was the top until I had it in hand. Like, at first I thought it would make sense that, you know, it had a 7/8 blade, but nope, this is the top. And the blade plug normally comes, you know, it looks like a bullet when you pull it out, and it's got all this aluminum, but that's like a big no-no for neopixel connectors. So I actually just cut some blade material, machined the inside of the blade material a little bit to hold the top, and then now this is a snug fit. And you never want to push it all the way in, but when it lights up, it'll light up right there. And it's just a little bit of accent lighting I thought was kind of cool. So anyways, to turn it on, oh, and something else to mention is that this is a really awesome hilt because all the threading matches up with the threading from the Custom Saber Shop. So you could order a different pommel. You know, obviously you have to account for chassis length and stuff, but you could put a different pommel or sleeve on if you wanted and then get that anodized. They sell these, I know the red could be like blue and yellow, and then also you can just get the whole thing just as raw aluminum. You can just weather it up yourself or get your own anodizing done or powder coating. But basically, this saber is just a sled. You have your... this is a Smugglers Outpost connector with a Smugglers Outpost chassis. And you have your male or your female connector on the inside there. And then that connects your switches and your neopixel connector, which is a stock NPXL V3. This also has a 24mm speaker, which is surprisingly loud, a Proffi V2.2 running OS 6.5. Yeah, and this is just super stellar. So put the battery in, positive side towards the soundboard. It'll boot right up. Now, these switches are neopixel switches. But because of the setup for the connector on the inside, there's only 6 pins that really, there's only 6 connections I can make. So I did try using a sub blade to, animate these switches, but you were able to see that in the actual blade itself. So sadly, that's no go. So these switches just mimic the blade. It's now one blade. There's not 2 blades set up anymore. So it's just all running together. When you're putting the saber together, I would recommend putting the pommel, like put this in the pommel all the way down, and then put this in and twist it together. And now you'll have power and you'll have auxiliary. So turns the saber on. You can get a little bit of accent lighting there.
Are you a Jedi?
You can play music by holding the power for 1 second and releasing. But I'm going to stop it there so I don't have any copyright infringement or anything on my video. Font selection, just tap through with the auxiliary, and obviously power on, power off, or just tapping. If you double tapped, it'll turn on without sound. You can also go backwards in fonts by holding the saber upside down and hitting the auxiliary.
Lord Vader.
You can also hold the auxiliary for 1 second, or 2 or 3 seconds, I think. Release it, and then gestures, so twisting the saber will change fonts. What else? I don't know. There's a ton of features, guys. I mean, you should put them in the comments what your favorites are. This saber also just has a bunch of fonts on it, so there's all kinds of colors. You can color change by... Oop. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. Off, on. So I have the gestures now as twist on and twist off. And that's mainly so that you can use it as a reverse grip saber. So this saber, I don't know if it was meant to be, but as you saw in the opening sequence, I was holding it backwards, and you're able to just turn it on with gestures. And then the nice thing is turn it on and you can pinky blasters if you want. Blasters can also, if you hold it with the blade on for 1 second and release it, you'll get a blaster, but then now on motion, until you blaster again. So that just puts it into blaster mode. So that way you can really use it, just reverse grip, you know? So pretty cool saber. As I said, this is the blade plug, and there's your blade retention screw. But this just pulls out, and you have access to your stock NPXL V3, which lights up real nice. Yeah, but that's basically it. When you're done using it, just... Oop, send that flying. When you're done using it, just open it up, pull the battery out, and... I said pull the battery out, and you're good to go. Now, when it's time to charge the saber, you will actually just throw it into one of these bad boys. So this just goes like that, positive side up. This plugs into a USB receptacle, and then that will allow you to see the LED strip actually light up. Here, I can plug this in, but I'm going to turn on my other lights just so you can see it. So that's what it ends up looking like. It'll charge your battery up to full, and when it's done, it'll just stop the animation. And as it's going, it'll fill up. So that is a really great charger. For those that want, these are available on KRSabers' website, the Saber Armory, and they are hella cheap. So check them out, and you won't regret it because they're great. So, that being said, this saber is all done, and I'm going to get this shipped out to the customer so that they can enjoy it for Star Wars Celebration. So if you're going, and you happen to see this lightsaber there, or one that looks like it, maybe I did it. So anyways, thanks for checking it out. Alright guys, that does it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. There's going to be plenty more videos just like this in the near future. In fact, I'll be uploading a new Starfall beside this video. So make sure to check that one out too. And if you haven't seen the Regis that I just did, that one's a real beaut. But that being said, if you guys are looking for some work and you want a lightsaber installed that you just don't see available on my website, don't be afraid to reach out. John@sabersforever.com. I'll be sure to get back to you with a quote for the work that you are requesting. Also, there have been a few new products added to my website at www.sabersforever.com. Those are limited quantity, so first come, first serve, but they are ready to go and just waiting for someone to want them. So thanks for checking out the video, and until the next one, may the Force be with you.